Hi, this is Lara from Om3 Yoga, and we are going to begin a gentle, basic yoga sequence today. We'll move our bodies around and starting to get the energy flowing, but we'll also be mindful because we're here in Arizona and it's really hot. So when you're ready, let's come to a comfortable seat on your mat, and you can face any direction that you want to and sit in any way that's comfortable for you to begin. I like to sit cross-legged. It's comfortable for my body. And let's bring your hands just about on your knees. We'll take a moment, roll your shoulders back. Maybe let your eyes close for a moment. Just start to feel the breath. Feel the breath come in cool. Maybe leave a little bit warmer, just starting to release energy from your body. Start to feel your breath and begin to notice your body. And notice if it would feel good to shift a little bit. Maybe you want to wiggle your hips or get resituated. Again, you can roll your shoulders back, reach through the crown of the head. And then see if you can feel your breath once again. And just welcoming yourself today onto your yoga mat. Welcoming yourself for this time to take care of you and nurture you. And just allow yourself to be present. So let's take our hands together at the heart center. Maybe roll your shoulders back. And again, just honor yourself. Maybe bow your chin to your chest. Honoring the wisdom, the knowledge within you. Honoring your kind, compassionate heart. And the willingness and strength that you have within you. Let's take a big, deep inhale, lifting our head up. Exhale out through the mouth. One more time, we'll take a big inhale and we'll open our eyes this time. And exhale, opening the eyes. Welcoming yourself. Let's slowly release the arms. We're gonna interlace your fingers up above your head. And if you can straighten the arms out. If that's not comfortable for you, keep the elbows slightly bent. If you want, you can reach up and maybe take a little stretch over to the right. 2 and 1. We'll inhale, come up, and now exhale over to the left. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Let's inhale, lift the arms up. We're gonna exhale, release your hands behind you, fingers pointed away. We'll roll the shoulders back, maybe look up at the ceiling. 2 and 1, and then we're gonna gently begin to soften. Let's walk your right hand over to the right. Now this time we'll reach that left arm overhead. Taking another side stretch, maybe resting the right ear towards the right shoulder. 2 and 1. We'll inhale, reach the arm up, and then exhale, lowering the hand down and doing that on the other side. So left hand down, right arm up, left ear towards the left shoulder. 2 and 1. We're gonna inhale, we'll rise back up. Let's reach the arms back up, interlacing those fingers once again. Now this time you're gonna reach your arms forward, round through the upper back, tuck the chin towards the chest, and then inhale, let's reach your arms up. We're gonna exhale, bring your hands behind your head, roll the elbows and shoulders back, and then let's squeeze your elbows towards your head. So the shoulders drop away from the ears, press the head into the hands. Taking a few moments, see if this can help release any strain or stress in your shoulders. 2 and 1. We're gonna slowly reach the arms out wide and then gently we'll lower the hands down. Let's uncross the legs. You can shake your legs out for a moment, maybe point and flex your feet. You can do some circles with the ankles. And when you're ready, let's make our way to tabletop shape, coming onto the hands and knees. So as you come to tabletop, spread your fingers nice and wide. Maybe take a moment, roll your shoulders back. You can readjust your body so it feels really stable. And then let's press all 10 toenails into the mat while you're here. We're gonna really anchor through the feet. We're gonna roll the shoulders back, lift the tailbone up and head up. Exhale, let's round through the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, we'll lengthen and look up. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to the chest. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. And exhaling. Again, inhale. And exhaling. Inhale, finding a flat back. Knees a little bit closer together. Feet are parallel to one another. Now we're going to exhale. Sink your hips back towards your heels for child shape. Maybe letting your forehead drop onto the mat. Feel your shoulders move away from the ears. Keep breathing. 2 and 1. Now let's inhale. We're going to come back up to tabletop. Let's lengthen and look up. And then we're going to exhale. Bring around your spine, bring your hips back towards your heels, sinking back to child shape. Now we're going to add a little bit on. So press through the tops of the feet and knees, and then inhale, lift up, reach your arms towards the ceiling. Maybe lean back a little bit. Inhale, back up. Exhale, sinking the hips towards the heels, coming back to child shape. Inhale, find tabletop. So let's do that a couple times. So we're going to exhale, bring your hips towards your heels, child shape. Pressing through the tops of the feet and knees, lift your arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, maybe lean back a little bit. Inhale, back up. Exhale, we're going to slowly come back to child shape. Inhale, let's lift back up to tabletop. 1 more time, exhaling, bringing the hips towards the heel. So feeling the body start to warm up a little bit. Working with the joints, press to the tops of the feet and knees. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, lean back a little bit. Inhale, back up. Exhale, we'll sink your hips back towards your heels, back to child shape. Inhale to tabletop. Let's look up. Exhale, we'll round through the spine, chin to the chest. Once again, inhale and exhale. Keeping the toes curled under, let's sink your hips towards your heels. We're going to lift your knees up. Bring your chin toward your chest, coming to a little ball from here. Breathing, feeling the energy in the body. 2 and 1. Let's press through the feet. We're going to inhale, reach all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Pause for a moment, maybe tilt your tailbone back, press through all 10 toes on the mat, roll the shoulders back. Keep breathing, softening. 2 and 1. We're going to release the hands down. We'll inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, turn your palms out wide. We're going to bend the knees, hinge from the hips to fold forward, chin towards the chest. Inhale, we'll reach your head forward. Keep your knees bent. We're going to reach your arms wide to the side. Exhale, hands to the heart. Press through the feet. We'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands back to the heart center. We're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, take your palms out wide, bend the knees a lot, hinge from the hips, bring your belly to your thighs, chin towards your chest. Let your head be heavy. Keep the knees bent, protect the hamstrings and back. Inhale, we're gonna reach your head forward, arms out wide. Exhale, hands to the heart. Press through the feet, we'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands back to the heart. 1 last time, inhale up. Exhale, reaching your arms out wide, bend the knees, hinge from the hips, chin to the chest. Feel the shoulders roll back. Inhale, we'll reach your head forward, arms out wide. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands back to the heart center. Pausing for a moment, noticing the shifts and changes in the body. 2 and 1. Let's slowly release the hands. We'll inhale, reach all the way back up. Exhale, we're going to slowly reach the arms out wide, bend the knees. We'll hinge from the hips again, chin to the chest. Now this time you can straighten the legs just a little bit if that feels okay for your body, but if there's any strain, please bend back into the knees. And then we're going to take a moment and walk your fingers over to the right. See if you can push your left hip away from the left shoulder. Breathing, 3, 2, 1. We're going to walk our hands over to the other side. So over to the left, pull your right hip away from the right shoulder. Feeling some space in the body. 2 and 1. We're going to slowly come back to the center. Inhale, we're going to lift our head up, bend your knees a lot. You're going to start to walk your hands forward, keeping your knees bent, belly towards the spine. We'll inhale, bring our body to plank. Exhale, down to the belly. Beautiful. Let's take your forearms down, so elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms parallel to one another. Roll the shoulders back, draw the belly to the spine, press down through the hips and the pelvis. Roll the shoulders back again, maybe take the eyeballs towards the ceiling. And then take the eyeballs to the ground, just the eyes, not move the head. Inhale, lift the eyes up. Exhale, eyes towards the ground. Inhale, take the eyeballs up. Exhale, eyeballs towards the ground. Now we're going to take your eyeballs to neutral, look right ahead, and then eyeballs to the right and to the left, and to the right and to the left, the right, to the left. One more time, right side and left side. Let's slowly lower down. We're going to release the arms alongside the body, palms face up. Roll the shoulders back. We'll inhale, lift your chest up. Maybe we'll keep rolling the shoulders back a little bit more. If you want to lift your feet off, that's fine. 2 and 1. We're going to exhale, lower back down. Hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to roll the shoulders back, press through the hands. We'll inhale the tabletop. Exhale, sinking your hips towards your heels for child shape. 2 and 1. Then we're going to walk your hands towards your knees, curl the toes under, lift onto the balls of the feet, chin to the chest. 2 and 1. We're going to press through the feet. We'll inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, we're going to take your arms out wide, bend the knees, hinge from the hips, chin towards the chest. Inhale, we'll look forward, starting to walk the hands forward, coming back to that plank shape. Keep your knees bent as long as you can. Feel the core work. Exhale, we'll lower down to the belly. Now this time a little bit different back bending. So we're going to slide your thumbs back. So your fingers are just a little bit below the shoulders. We're going to roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows together. Start to draw your belly to the spine. Squeeze like you have to hold to go to the bathroom. 1 and 2 to protect your back. And inhale, lift your chest up. If your elbows are bent, that's fine. Don't let your shoulders come forward. See if you can push the shoulders back. 2 and 1. We're going to exhale, lower back down. Beautiful work, whatever you're doing. Taking a moment, taking a breath. Let's try that again. Inhale, lift up. Now let's work with the eyes once again. So maybe take the eyeballs up, eyeballs down. Eyeballs to the right, eyeballs to the left. Eyeballs up, eyeballs to the right, eyeballs down, eyeballs to the left. One more time. Eyeballs up, to the right, down, to the left. Coming to neutral, lower your head and chest down. Beautiful. Rolling the shoulders back. We'll inhale to tabletop. Curl the toes under, sinking the hips towards the heels. Walk your hands back. Lift your feet or knees off. So you're on the balls of the feet in a little ball. 2 and 1. We'll press through the feet. Rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Pause for a moment. Breathing. 2 and 1. Let's gently release and we'll shake out a little bit. We're going to walk now to the front of the mat and begin some different movements from here. So hands onto the hips, we'll roll the shoulders back, stepping your left foot back from here. And you want about, I don't know, maybe 3 feet or so between your 2 feet. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start to work with the shoulders, the hips, and the hamstrings a little bit. So just follow along as best as you can. We're going to inhale, bend that front knee. We'll reach your arms towards the ceiling. Let's bring the hands together. Bend the elbows, tap your shoulder. Keeping the knee bent, we're gonna inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, now we're gonna slowly fold forward, nose to your knee. Slight bend in that back knee if that hamstring's too much. Now we're gonna inhale, if you can a little bit, you're gonna straighten your front leg just as far as it's willing to go. Reach your head forward, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, we're gonna bend back into the knee, nose to the knee. Press to the feet, we're gonna inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. So we're gonna do this a couple times. So when you're ready, lower the arms down again. Inhale, bend the front knee, reach the arms high. Bring the hands together. Exhale, let's tap the shoulders. Inhale, we'll lift back up. Exhale, we're gonna slowly fold forward, bending the knee, nose to the knee. Now you can stay right here. Inhale, reach the head forward, straightening that right leg a little bit. Only go as far as it feels good. 2 and 1. And we're gonna bend back into the front knee, nose to the knee, press to the feet a lot. Feel the inner thighs squeeze together. Inhale, we'll reach back up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do that once again. So we're gonna lower the arms down. Inhale, we'll lift up. Exhale, bend that, make sure that front knee is bent. We're bending the elbows, tap the shoulder blades. Inhale, lift the arms back up. Exhale, we'll fold forward, nose towards the knee. Inhale, reaching the head forward, maybe straightening the front leg a little bit. Exhale, you're gonna bend into your knee. Press through the feet. We'll inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Take a moment, shake out a little bit. Roll the shoulders back, beautiful work. All right, so let's try that now on the other side. So when you're ready, we'll now step your right foot back. So again, about 3 feet or so between your 2 feet. We're gonna take a slight bend into that front knee. Make sure you feel nice and stable. We'll inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands together, tap the shoulder blades. Maybe look up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, you're gonna fold forward, bringing the nose towards the knee. Inhale, let's straighten the leg, reach your head forward. Exhale, bending back into the knee, nose to the knee. Pressing through the feet, we'll inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, you can straighten the leg a little bit, hands to the heart. Let's do that again, releasing the arms. Inhale, we'll lift up, bending into that front knee, hands together. Exhale, tap your shoulder. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, folding forward. Nose to the knee. Inhale, head forward, rolling the shoulders back, trying to straighten that front leg a little bit. So shift and find the space in your body. Exhaling, bending into the knee. Make sure you're taking care of you. Press through the feet. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, we'll lower our arms down. One last time, just noticing the shifts and changes in the body. Inhale, lift back up, bending into the knee. Exhale, we're gonna slowly lower the hands down, nose to the knee. Inhale, straightening the leg, reaching the head forward. Exhale, we're gonna bend back into the knee. Pressing to the feet, we'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, we're gonna reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, we're gonna turn your palms out wide. We're gonna bend the knees, hinge from the hips to fold forward. Keep your belly and thighs connected. Feel the shoulders roll back. 2. And when keeping the hands down, we're gonna start to step the feet back, coming to that plank shape, bringing the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, we'll come back down to the belly. Beautiful. Let's release the feet a little bit wider this time. And then let's take your hands a little bit wider than your mat if you have the space. We're gonna roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows together, and then inhale, let's lift your chest up. Exhale, we're gonna come lower back down. Let's do that 2 more times if that felt good. So roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows together. Inhale, lift up. Maybe take the head up this time, if that's okay for your neck. Exhale, we're gonna slowly lower back down. Pausing once again. Noticing the breath. And then whenever you're ready, we're gonna roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, we're gonna come right back down. Wonderful. Hopefully that feels really good. So we're gonna do that again, but we're gonna slide the hands back a little bit. We'll only do it maybe 1 or 2 times this time. If it feels really good, we'll do it a third. So when you're ready, roll your shoulders back. So the elbows are tighter in this time, so you're gonna feel a different muscle in the chest work. And when you're ready, we'll inhale, lift up. You might not go as far. So just trust and see where you are. 2 and 1, we're gonna slowly lower back down. So again, just look at and listen to what your body is willing to do, what it needs from you. Let's roll the shoulders back again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, we're gonna come right back down. Lots of back bending today. Letting that back open up. One more time, we'll roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift up. Now we're gonna exhale, bring your hips up, and we'll come find child shape. With all those back bends, it might feel really good to bring the knees close together and squeeze in a little bit deeper. You can squeeze your arms towards your legs. Sometimes it even feels good to bring your hands on your lower back if that's available. So just pausing here for a few moments, feeling that lower back stretch out. Breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna press to the tops of the feet, knees. We'll inhale, lift the head up. Let's reach your arms up, maybe reach your arms towards the ceiling. Now exhale, we'll bring your hands under your hips. Bring the knees a little bit wider. Take one more back bend from here. Roll the shoulders back, lift your heart up, leaning back. 2 and 1, we're gonna inhale, come back up. Hands to the hips. We're gonna step 1 foot forward and the other foot forward, and we'll come up to standing once again. Shake out a little bit. Release any energy that you have in your body. All right. So from here, let's come take a wide step out on your mat. And then we're gonna inhale, we're gonna reach the arms up high. Now we're gonna bend the knees a lot and we'll come lower your hands onto the ground. Now, you do not have to straighten your legs here. You might just want to kind of move your hips around from side to side, especially if the hamstrings are a little bit tighter, your hips are tight, or even your lower back. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale, we'll reach all the way up. Exhale, we're going to lower the hands down. We're going to take your hands onto your hips. You're going to turn your right toes forward, keeping the legs straight. We're going to slowly start to lean in towards that straight right leg. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale, come back up. Let's do that 2 more times. So notice as you do that, do you need to shift your hips? Would something else feel a little bit better? We're just working on a little core strength before we hold the shape. So we're going to lean in again, 2 and 1. We're going to inhale, come back up. Beautiful work. And then exhale, leaning in 1 more time. Now you can stay right here if you want. You can lower that right arm down onto the right leg somewhere. Maybe reach your left arm to the sky. I'm going to keep my hand on my hip today. It feels good. We're going to roll the shoulders back perhaps. Maybe take your eyeballs to the ceiling or down towards your big toe. So notice what feels good for your body. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We're going to come up and bring your feet parallel. Shake out a little bit. Shake your arms out. We'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend into the knees, hinge from the hips, lower the hands down. Readjust your body as you need to. Folding forward. And again, just kind of trust your hamstrings. Notice when they'll tell you when to stretch and not stretch. So to not stretch and bend your knees a little bit more. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to press through the feet. We'll reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands back to the hips. Turning your left toes forward this time. Rolling the shoulders back. So again, we're going to just try to move a few times, working the core, and then we'll hold the shape. So as you're ready, we're going to exhale. You'll lean in. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, leaning in. Inhale, come back up. Exhale. And inhale. Now we're going to exhale, hold here, maybe lowering that hand down if that feels good. You can reach your right arm to the sky, maybe look at your hand, or I'm going to keep my hand on my hip today. Feels better for my shoulder. So just notice, what does your body need, and listen to that. And maybe you're reaching arm forward. Maybe you're finding something completely different. That's fine. 2, 1. Inhale. Let's rise all the way up. Feet parallel. Beautiful work. Inhale. We're going to reach up 1 more time. Exhale, you're gonna bend the knees. We're gonna hinge from the hips to fold forward. Maybe lowering your hands down, maybe you're lowering your head down. You can stay here. You can grab onto your legs. Again, if it feels good, you can bring your hands behind your back, rolling your shoulders back. And wherever you are, take a moment, shake your head and neck out, yes and no. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna bend into the knees, press through the feet. We'll reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Heel toeing the feet a little bit closer together. Let's practice our tree pose today. So we'll gently bring the hands to the hips, maybe coming onto the ball of the right foot. You can make a little kickstand for yourself. You can bring your foot towards your inner calf, or if you want to come up a little bit higher towards that inner thigh, find that. You can bring your hands to your heart center, maybe take your gaze up to where the wall and the ceiling meet. And let's try to hold this for 10 breaths today. Just do the best that you can. 9, 8, 7. If you feel a little wobbly, just notice. Keep breathing. 5, 4, give a little smile. 3, 2, and 1. We'll gently release. Let's shake the legs out. Beautiful. All right, let's try this on the other side when you're ready. So you can bring your hands onto your hips, maybe coming on the ball of the foot. We'll bring that foot towards your inner thigh. You can come up towards your inner calf, or if you want to come up a little bit higher towards the inner thigh, that's great. We'll bring your hands to your heart center. And again, just finding that stability, finding that strength. And we're going to hold this for 10 breaths. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we'll gently release and shake out when you're ready. Beautiful work. And if you fell over and you came back up again, great. You know, don't judge it, just notice where you're at today. So let's wake our way back towards the back of our mat. And we're gonna inhale, reach your arms all the way up again. Exhale, this time we're gonna bend the knees. You start to sink the belly towards the thighs. We'll bring the hand down, chin to the chest. We're gonna walk our hands forward. Inhaling, finding that plank shape, and then lowering all the way back down to the belly once again. So let's take a moment from here. We're gonna take 3 more back bends. So if you had a back bend that you really like and you're like, I really wanna hold that, please, please, please find that. If you wanna join me, I'm gonna offer you 2 other options from this one. So number 1 is my recommendation, maybe bring the hands behind the back, placing the thumbs into the tailbone this time, right at the sacrum. Now, as you do that, starting to press the hips down towards the ground, anchor through the toenails, roll the shoulders back, and then inhale, lift your heart up. You might not go as far, but you usually feel a really beautiful stretch through the front of the chest. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna exhale, come back down. Maybe release your arms for a moment. Pausing. 2, and 1. Now you can do that again if that felt really good for you, or if you'd like, maybe rolling the shoulders back. This time you can reach your arms up high, and then we're going to interlace the fingers, lifting up. 3, 2, and 1. We'll slowly start to come back down, releasing the arms. Beautiful. Once again, we're going to roll the shoulders back. You can do either of the 2 that we've just done, or just keep your arms down as you lift your chest up. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna come inhale up onto the knees. Let's exhale, sink your hips back towards your heels. And then I wanna invite you, you can please feel free to stay in child shape, but if you wanna take a downward dog, this would be a great time to do that. So our hamstrings should be a little bit warmer than we were when we began. So if you want to, you can just start to curl your toes under, start to lift your hips up. It's fine if the knees are bent, but again, if you wanna straighten the legs for downward dog, feel free to find that. Notice your breath, feel maybe if you're in downward dog, start to press through the hands, feel your neck stretch out and release. 2 and 1, and then we're gonna gently drop back down to the knees. Beautiful work. All right, so what we're gonna do from here is we're gonna step our right foot forward and let's come press through the feet. We'll reach your arms up towards the ceiling. We're gonna exhale, lower your left hand onto your right knee, and we're gonna reach our right arm out wide to the side. Beautiful. 2 and 1. We're gonna bring your right hand onto your hip. Let's curl the back left toes under, and we're gonna reach your left arm up. Now you can stay right here, maybe reach the arm back just a little bit. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna exhale, lower the hands down. Let's bring the legs back, shake the hips out for a moment. Inhale, we'll look up. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, we're gonna find a flat back. We're gonna step your left foot forward this time. We'll inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, you're gonna bring your right hand onto your left knee. We'll reach your left arm back this time. Keep breathing, feeling the space in your body. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna bring your left hand on your hip. We're gonna inhale, reach your right arm up, and then maybe reach that right arm back a little bit. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna exhale, lower your hands down, come back to tabletop shape. Inhale, we'll look up. Exhale, we're gonna round to the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, let's find a flat back. We're gonna add on a little bit to that. So let's bring our right foot forward again. This time, if you can, we're gonna sink a little bit deeper into that front knee. So feeling the front of that hip flexor stretch out. And then as you do that, squeeze your right arm into the right thigh and squeeze your right knee in towards your chest. Just notice how that feels for your hips. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna slowly bring that leg back. Maybe wiggle your hips for a moment, shake your head and neck, and then let's try that on the other side. So left knee's coming in. We're gonna squeeze that left arm around the left thigh and then sinking deep into the hips. So, a little bit further this time. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna gently release and we'll take the leg back. Now I'm gonna turn and face you for what we're gonna do from here. So we're gonna inhale and come lift up. And now this time you're gonna take your right leg out to the right. Let's point your toes to the side. We're gonna lower your right hand on your thigh. We'll reach your left arm up and then we're gonna lean towards the straight right leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna inhale, come back up. Let's bring your hand on your hip and now we're gonna reach your right arm overhead. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna come back up. We're gonna bring your knees together. Beautiful. Let's try that on the other side. So stepping the left foot out and then we'll point the left toes away. We're gonna inhale. We're gonna slowly lower your left hand down and we'll reach your right arm overhead, taking that side stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna inhale, come back up, bringing your hand onto your hip, and then let's reach over to the other side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna inhale, come back up. We're gonna bring the knees together. I'm gonna have turn again. We're gonna work our backs a bend. So let's roll the shoulders back, roll back, inhale, lift your heart up. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna exhale. One last child's pose or downward dog if you'd like. Slowly letting yourself come down, taking a few moments to rest and reconnect here. Now, as you're here, Really breathing into the rib cage. See if you can slow down the breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then whenever you're ready, and if you need a few more moments here, please feel free to take them. Otherwise, we're going to start to lift up, and then we're going to stretch our legs out in front of us. We'll move the fleshy part from the sitting bones, and then let's bend the knees. Inhale, we'll reach the arms high, bringing the belly towards the thighs as you begin to fold forward, maybe reaching your hands for your feet, chin to the chest. Feel free to stay right here if you want to slide the legs a little bit further forward. Again, if that's not pulling your back or your hamstrings too much, please feel free to do that. So going to the place that works for your body. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale and we'll slowly start to rise up. We're going to bring your left leg forward and bring your right foot in towards your inner thigh. Flexing through the foot, we'll either lift up, staying right here if this feels good, or if you can, and again, it's no strain on the back or the hamstring, hinge from the hip. So press through that left hip crease as you start to fold forward. Maybe reaching your hands towards your foot, maybe bring your nose towards your knee. Keep feeling the shoulders move away from the ears. If you need to, you can always bend that left knee. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to walk your hands back up, and then we're going to take your right knee up and stretch the leg forward. Wiggle your toes for a moment, and let's try this on the other side. So turning your left toes out, bringing the left foot towards the right inner thigh. Readjusting your body as you need to. Again, feel free to stay lifted, or if it would feel good for you, starting to fold forward. Maybe bringing that nose towards the knee can bend towards the nose. So what does your body need you to do? Maybe you're reaching for your foot. If this is really, really easy for you, you can reach and grab for your right wrist. Keep finding the space in your body. Don't judge where you're at, just notice and observe. 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale. We're going to slowly rise up. We're going to stretch your left leg forward. Now, we're going to take your right foot, you're going to bring it right over your left knee. So I'm going to offer a couple options from here, so see what works for you. Option 1 is to stay right here. You can kind of flex through your foot, maybe press your left hand into the right foot, right hand on the knee, and perhaps lean forward a little bit. You'll probably feel a lot in your hip. If you can stay here, or if you want to try one other thing that doesn't feel like a whole lot for you, is bend into your knee and then maybe slide your hips a little bit forward. You should start to feel a lot into the hip on that right side. So again, see what feels good for you. I'm going to keep my legs straight today, but do what your body needs you to do. Those are some options. If there's something else, find that. So just find this space in your body. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, we'll lift up, and then we'll take that right leg forward. And let's try this on the other side. So when you're ready, we're going to take your left foot up, left foot over the right knee, and again, find what works for you. So perhaps you're pressing your right hand into the foot, left hand under the thigh, and leaning forward a little bit. You can also bend that right knee and sink your hips closer towards the hips. So again, what feels good here today? And again, I'm going to do this with my legs straight today. Keep breathing. Keep softening, releasing. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, and we'll slowly start to rise up. Let's stretch both legs out in front of you. You can wiggle your feet. And then let's, from here, we'll bring your hands behind your back today. We're going to bend both of the knees. Bring your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Make sure your shoulders are rolled back. I like to bring my fingers back behind me. And then we're going to drop our knees over to the right. Inhale, we'll come up, and then over to the left. Inhale, up, and then to the right. Up, and over to the left. Inhale, up, and then over to the right. Up, and over to the left. Now we're going to take this and add on a little bit of a twist, and I'll show you how in just a moment. So we're going to lift the knees back up, dropping them back over to the right. There's a few ways to do this. One, you can just stay right here if that feels really good. You could take your left hand onto your left knee, roll the shoulders back, kind of puff the chest up, or maybe take the left hand to the right knee and start to rotate your torso more towards the back of your mat. So again, see what feels good for you. 3, 2, and 1. Now, if this feels really good and you're kind of facing towards the back of the mat, it might feel interesting to start to lower your hands down towards the back of the mat. If that doesn't work so good, then just come and lean over towards that right knee. So again, just finding what does your body need, finding a little bit deeper twist in the middle back here. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to press through the hands, right hand and left hand. We'll reach your left arm up, lift your knees up. You're going to come windshield wiper the knees over to the other side. We'll take your right hand either onto the right knee, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up, or taking it to your left thigh. Roll the shoulders back and be looking to the back of your mat. So again, see what's available for your body. It might be a little bit different on this side than it was on the other side. And then if you need to readjust, shift the shape a little bit. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Now you can stay right here. You could slowly bring your hands down towards the ground, maybe dropping down to the forearms, or maybe you're folding more over towards your left knee, which I'm going to do that a little bit more on this side because that feels better for my back on this side. So, we constantly need to shift and adjust. What is our body letting us do in the moment? Is it sometimes it's limiting us from doing things? So just honor where are you in the moment and don't judge it. Just like, okay, this feels good. This doesn't. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale and we'll slowly start to rise up. We're going to come lift the knees back up. And when you're ready, we're going to do one last thing here. We'll take one more forward fold. So you can take your legs straight and forward fold. You could bring your feet together, knees apart. You could bring your legs wide apart. So see what feels good for you. I'm going to take my legs bent first and then straighten out. So, think about what's going to feel good for me in this moment. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to inhale and we'll rise all the way up. Let's bend into the knees and we're going to come lay and rest on your back. So as you're ready to come lay on your back, you might need to readjust your body or readjust your hair or anything. Feel free to do that. And then shifting your shoulders. Let's begin here by stretching the legs out in front of you and maybe reaching your arms overhead. Take a long stretch. Take a big inhale, filling your whole body with your breath. And then exhale, emptying everything out. Drop your belly to the side. Inhale, let's lift up. Exhale, belly to the spine. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Let's gently bend the elbows out to the side. We're gonna bend your knees, feet on the ground. If you can, keep your palms face up. If this doesn't feel good, stretch your arms out as wide as it needs to be. And then we're gonna take a moment from here and you're gonna turn your head to the right. Notice how that feels for your neck. Keep breathing. Inhale, we're gonna turn the head back up and then over to the left. Again, keep breathing. Inhale, we're gonna turn your head to neutral, squeezing your right knee towards your chest. Let's grab right below the knee if you can. If you can't, grab behind the knee. And if you can, squeeze the knee towards the right rib cage, maybe even drop it out toward your right armpit a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna gently release that deep hold. Interlace your hands behind the hamstring. And now we're gonna straighten your leg out. Roll your shoulders back, press to the back of the head, and then let's maybe point and flex the foot a few times. You can rotate your ankle, maybe go the other way. And then let's reach through the heel for a moment, maybe straighten the leg as much as it's willing to go, feeling that hamstring stretch and gravity helping you out, keeping it safe. 2, and 1. We're gonna gently bend into the knee and we'll release the foot down to the ground. Just pause for a moment. Notice how the hips feel, how's the lower back. And then we'll now try this on the other side. So squeezing your left knee in towards your chest. And then maybe, and if it's too much, grab behind the knee, that's fine. And then maybe bringing that knee towards the armpit if you have the space. Keep breathing. 2, and 1. Now we're gonna inhale, reach the leg up, interlacing the hands behind that left hamstring. Roll the shoulders back, so create a little bit of resistance here. Maybe wiggle the foot a little bit. You can point and flex or rotate your ankle. Just notice how that feels. And then really feel your heel extend towards the ceiling, feeling that hamstring stretch mindfully. Maybe even feeling the leg kind of drop back in towards that hip socket. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna gently bend into the knee. We'll bring your foot back down. Let's reach your arms out wide to the side. This time, let's turn your palms down if that's available to you. And then again, we'll turn your head to the right. Inhale, we're gonna lift up and turn your head to the left. Inhale, lift the head back up. Turn the palms up. We're gonna reach the arms overhead. Bringing the fingers together, let's slowly reach your arms over your head. Inhale, we're gonna lift back up. Exhale, we're gonna reach the arms overhead. Inhale, we're gonna lift back up. 2 more times, we're gonna reach your arms overhead. Inhale, back up. And once again, exhale. And inhale. Now, from here, we're gonna turn your palms up and then we're gonna bend into the elbows, bring your hands under your shoulders. I want you just to practice squeezing the elbows in towards one another, feeling those shoulders stretch. And then we're gonna just relax the shoulders. And let's do that 2 more times. So squeeze the shoulders in and then feel the shoulders soften. Once again, squeeze the shoulders in, or elbows in, and then feel the shoulders soften. You can stay right here, or if you want, you can start to press and lift your hips up. If you want to press through your arms, feel free, but maybe not today. Just feeling that pressure on the arms and the elbows and maybe readjusting the shoulders a little bit. And then we're going to slowly start to come back down. Let's try that 1 more time if you want. So if you'd like, you can inhale, lift up, maybe squeeze the elbows together. If you want, you can start to press and maybe get to the head, but you don't have to. 2, and 1, and we're gonna slowly lower back down again. And just notice how those arms feel, how the shoulders feel, how your body's feeling. Let's straighten through the left leg. We're gonna squeeze your right knee back towards your chest again. And now we're gonna take a twist. So let's take either your right arm out to the right, or you can slide it alongside your head. And then we're gonna gently bring that right knee over to the left. Now, if your arm's out wide, try to keep the shoulders down, but if the arm's overhead, you can let your body really fall over to the left today. So just kind of play with what's gonna feel good here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna slowly unwind and we're gonna stretch the leg out. Shift a little bit, readjust your body, take a breath. Let's try this on the other side. So we'll squeeze your left knee in towards your chest. And then if it will feel good for you, you can bring that left knee over to the right. And again, you can reach your left arm out to the side, or left arm over the head, and look what feels good for your body. Keep breathing. Softening, releasing, letting go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently release and unwind. We'll come readjust our body to come lay on our back. Let your eyes close. Let everything go as we start to move into our final rest of Shavasana. So as you tune into your breath, let yourself shift a little bit more to get a bit more comfortable. Inhaling and exhaling. And begin to feel the head and the mind clear. Feel the neck clear. Feel the right shoulder, arm, and hand clear. Feel the left shoulder, arm, and hand clear. Feel the right hip and leg clear. The left hip and leg clear. And then take a moment and imagine that your breath is rising and falling from the crown of the head to the tailbone, and the tailbone to the crown of the head. Just feeling this spaciousness, this opening, this releasing into your body. Feeling your breath rise and fall. And I'm going to do a rapid visualization with you. And so I'm going to just begin to name a few different things. And in this relaxed state, Just notice if you can envision them, maybe from memory or an emotion or feeling or imagination, as best as you can. And just jump from image to image. Try not to get too involved. Just watch the awareness as it shifts from place to place. Red desert. Peacock feather. Person meditating. Doctor's office. A good night's rest. A full moon. Your reflection in the mirror. A foggy morning. Waiting for results. Sun shining overhead. Bouquet of flowers. Tall tree. Receiving help from others. Cool, clear water. Making appointments. A relaxing afternoon. Laughing with friends. A warm embrace. Burning candle. Top of a mountain. Path in the woods. Vibrant sunset. Taking a deep breath. Beautiful garden path. Your favorite song. The sound of my voice. Your body resting here. Come back to the feeling of your breath flowing through the body. And as you maintain the awareness of the breath, develop the awareness of the physical body and the points that you're resting on. Notice your body feeling more relaxed. Notice the breath flowing through you fully and mindfully. And whenever you feel ready, starting slowly to maybe begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes, reaching and stretching in any way that feels good for you. Just slowly begin to come back to this time and space. Thanking yourself for taking this time out for you today. If you'd like to make your way up to a comfortable seat, feel free, but you can also stay resting right where you're at if that feels good. And maybe bringing your hands to your heart center or your awareness in your chest. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through our practice today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Namaste. Thank you. I'm going to stop the recording.